is looking south, standing in the parking lot of the training academy, DPS training academy. That's the one of the dormitory buildings there. There we see the main entrance to the training academy from the rear. Panning north. This is the gymnasium, weight room. Looking kind of to the east, and now I'm moving toward the north, looking at the firing range. And just panning on around the parking lot. This is looking due north. Okay, I'm on sidewalk looking south down Lamar Boulevard, panning across DPS offices. You notice the flags are being flown not at full staff. This is because of the death of the trooper that was killed day before yesterday. This is panning outside of the building. This is looking almost due east. You see the building the training academy is housed in. I'm back at the gymnasium from a different angle. And the firing range. I've moved further to the south. I'm zoomed in on the sign at the parking lot. I'm going to zoom back. So this is once again looking south along Lamar Boulevard. And across. The building that we see in the distance is where the laboratories are. This building that the flagstaff is in front of is the headquarters building of the Department of Public Safety. Panning around, showing more of the headquarters building. In the background there's some new construction of some new dormitory for the DPS Academy. Now we're looking at the building that the Academy is housed in, where the classrooms are, and the dormitory to the rear. Show a close-up of one of the entrances. Panning, looking more toward the north now. Come on around and we'll look north on Lamar Boulevard. 545, the traffic is still fairly heavy. This is standing looking due east, still right on Lamar Boulevard, looking toward the headquarters building. This is the logo that's on the side of the headquarters building. Looking down, we see the sign in front of the headquarters building. It's a little bit small to read, and I'm zoomed as close as I can. Zoom back out and show more of a wide angle view of it. There we see the flag staff with the flags flying not at full staff. Again. looking at it from different angles. This is panning to the south now, looking east and moving toward the south. This is looking at the criminal law building. Back off and give a more of a wide angle view of it. Pan down, it's right at the corner of Koenig and Lamar, and it adjoins by a breezeway with the headquarters building. The breezeway we see right through there. We see a sign giving some information where the headquarters building is, the criminal law building. And this is a view of the headquarters building from another angle. Looking back toward the northeast, far in we can see once again the training academy. Okay, I'm now standing at the intersection on the northeast corner of Koenig and Lamar Street, looking to the east. Distance we can see DPS vehicles, their shop area, the garage area. Zoom in toward that. You can see there's many DPS cars there in the compound. There's their shop area. It's 5:52 in the evening. They close at 5, so that's why this parking lot in front of us is so empty. Once again, there's the criminal law building where their laboratory is, and criminal investigation offices. Panning on down across the parking lot, which is almost deserted. Once again, we see the headquarters building. Flagstaff. Swinging, looking almost northeast now. We see the training academy way in the distance. And we're looking on north along Lamar Boulevard once again. This is standing to the east of the intersection of Koenig, on Koenig, and it's where Lamar crosses. Looking east toward that intersection and standing just to the south of the buildings, the Department of Public Safety. Doing a pan across. Once again, there's the criminal law building. In the far end, the headquarters building. Hanging on across just to see what it looks like from this angle. There's the shop buildings in the background. Hanging on around, looking east now. All the cars, the shop area, and once again back along Koenig Street. Okay, now I'm standing a little to the east of the criminal law building, standing along the back side of it that we couldn't see before, the back side of the headquarters building. Looking at the back area behind the headquarters off of Lamar and Koenig. Once again, we see the shop areas and the new DPS cars in the fenced-in enclosure. This is the rear of the criminal law building. Laboratory and the criminal investigation offices are located. Panning along. This will be the rear of the headquarters building. As you can see, the flag is just barely visible above the roof. This is looking west-northwest, panning on toward the north, looking at the back side of the building, the headquarters building. There we have the dormitory and the training academy in the background, looking almost due north now. And now we're at the rear of the headquarters building. And there we see the flags flying above the roof there. I won't pan too much farther to the south because the sun will be getting in my lens, but this is the back of the headquarters building. Panning back across. The training academy. Parking lot in the rear of the training academy. Panning on over is the new construction dormitory. Looking on down, just panning at some of the other buildings in the complex, which I'm not sure what all of them house, but this is all Department of Public Safety buildings back in here. Looking almost due east now, standing in the rear parking lot behind the headquarters building, and this building that's coming into view is the motor pool or motor carrier building. I suppose it's more or less the shops and where they work on the new cars, but the new cars out. Looking on around, we see once again the many new DPS cars in the fenced-in enclosure. Here's another view of the vehicle carrier shop, looking almost due south at it from another parking lot. Looking back toward the rear of it, we see more Texas Department of Public Safety vehicles back in the rear. Standing at the rear near the new construction, north toward the training academy. I had to move there as a pickup trying to come through. Looking north and panning around toward the west. Looking at the rear of the training academy. Light is not too good here. Backlighting button, see if that brings anything in any better. Somewhat. Heading on around. Looking almost due west now. Now we see the rear of the headquarters building. We'll be panning on around. I have the backlighting button on, so that is helping. Panning on around. Now we're looking almost due south. Rear of the headquarters building, and in the distance, the rear of the criminal investigation building. I'm looking at a new building in toward the east. I'm standing in the rear of the training academy dormitories. I'm not certain what that new building is. Pan around. We saw track with walkers here. Try the backlighting button to get a little better view on it. I'm going to have to get on my walking togs here real soon and try that out. Panning on around. There's east side of the range building. Panning on around. Now I'm looking between the range building and the gymnasium, back side of the gymnasium, right out through this gap right here is about where I started this videotape from. I was standing just out in the parking lot on the other side of that gap. Now looking almost due west, panning on around. Here we see the back of the training academy, one of the dormitory buildings. It's going to pan down this wall. We're going toward the south. In the distance we see the headquarters building and the criminal investigation building. These are the doors leading into the range. They're closed now. It's already closed for the day. Panning on up the side of the range. We're standing just to the south of the range, looking north. And swing toward the west. Parking lot. See the city car and that's where I began this video, and I've made a complete circumference of the grounds now. That concludes this video of the Texas Department of Public Safety and the exterior grounds.